What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Unworthy Motors. Today we're going to be working on the M4 here in the garage again. We're actually going to be ceramic coating the barrels on the 437Ms that I'm running right now. I had a company by the name of Autokcan, which is an Amazon ceramic coating company, reach out to me and asked if I could do an honest review on some of their ceramic coating. So I needed to do the wheel barrels. As you guys know, I've already done the wheel faces in the entire car through Atlantic Wraps. They did a great job. So I know what good ceramic coating can do, and I want to see how their product compares when we do the barrels. So I'm going to go over everything that comes included in the package, the whole process of actually doing the wheel barrels themselves, and that's what we're going to be doing and tackling today on the M4. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into it and not waste any more time. All right, taking a look at the packaging here, we of course have our 50 milliliters of our ceramic coating. We have our applicating foam pad here, which we can wrap around with our fabric applicators. We have an instruction manual, and then inside the box itself, we do have a very nice microfiber towel that is edgeless, which is a nice touch. Rubber gloves, and then some white application pads that go around the foam applicator. All of this is your basics when it comes to a kit, and I'm actually pretty impressed with the packaging as well as the fact the applicator microfiber towel and pads are all edgeless. There's no tags, nothing like that, no scratching, so I am pretty impressed with that. Some companies send you really garbage cloths, so that is a good sign so far. But I'm gonna go ahead and get the wheels off. That is gonna be the next thing that we're gonna tackle. These wheels are very dirty right now. We got the back wheel off here. You see these barrels are filthy. This is what we're trying to avoid. By using a ceramic coat, it should technically help ward off some of this debris and make sure that it doesn't stick as easily as it does, so your wheel stays cleaner longer, but also it's going to protect your paint and provide a little bit more of a glossy finish in your typical stance. Now, the barrels of these wheels, like this car's a 2017, these wheels are a little old. They've taken a little bit of a beating, and there's a lot of dirt and grime on these, so I'm going to use an iron remover to clean up these wheels, and then I'm going to finish it off. Let's just say sort of finish it off. But I'm going to use some bug and tar remover as well, just to get rid of any tar that may be stuck in here. And then the last thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to hit it with some isopropyl alcohol, just to make sure we get rid of any cleaner, debris, or anything else that may be left behind before we start on our ceramic coat. So we'll go ahead and get these cleaned up real quick, and we'll see how they look afterwards. So I've got the wheel all cleaned up, just finished hitting it with some isopropyl. So the barrels are now much cleaner than they were. I was able to get a lot of the tar and everything that was stuck inside here. Now we do have a few scuffs and stuff from rocks probably getting caught in the barrels as I'm driving. Not terribly worried about those, but kind of moving on to our next steps, we're going to begin the actual ceramic coating process. Now, I've gone step by step on actually how to ceramic coat, which I'll leave linked in the top if you want detailed instructions on how to ceramic coat. But your brief overview is this. Basically, we're going to take our foam application pad here. We're going to wrap one of these cloths around it. We're going to put some ceramic coat long ways on the pad. We're going to do a crosshatch pattern, which means up and down, left and right. I'm going to do the whole barrel, and then we're going to wait for it to flash. The flashing process, depending on the temperature, can take anywhere between 2 minutes to 8 minutes, just depending on the weather. So we're going to go ahead and get started on actually ceramic coating. I'm going to wait for it to flash, and then I'm going to use their provided microfiber towel to wipe and buff basically the ceramic coat off, leaving it nice, cool, and protected. One nice thing to note is that when you're using ceramic coat, you ideally want to use gloves. Luckily, they actually did include a set of gloves in the packaging, so nice touch, very useful. All right, first coat is on. You can see kind of like right in there, you can see how it's a little streaky with how wet it is. So we're just gonna be waiting here for just a few minutes or so until it starts to flash. You'll start to see it start to slowly dry, and then we'll start buffing everything off. As you can see, it just immediately gives the surface gloss. May just be because it looks wet, we'll see, but so far, the ceramic coat is as promised. No surprises, goes on like normal ceramic coat, no issues. know anything else. I did the backs of the spokes here as well. Everything's going well so far. So after you apply the ceramic coat, you do want to make sure that you're waiting the appropriate amount of time for it to flash. If you wait too early and you wipe it off before it's finished, then you take a chance on it not bonding properly and not really giving you those benefits of a ceramic coat. But if you do it too late, then you take a risk on it getting hard and being impossible to level out with a microfiber cloth. And it's just gonna end up being lumpy and tacky and sticky. So it really is kind of a time process. That's why I'm kind of hanging out here and watching it, because I want to make sure that I catch it just at the right time when it starts to slowly dry. And we're going to buff all of that off and hopefully be left with a glossy, slick surface that's going to protect against dirt as well as wick water very well. So I'm excited to see how it turns out. Now, to make sure that I'm clarifying, when I say that once this begins to dry, we're going to buff it, I actually should be saying lightly wipe down to level out. So the purpose of wiping it down with a cloth afterwards is to literally just level out the surface that you put on there for a ceramic coat to make sure there's no high spots. So I ran around this whole thing and I lightly wiped the whole surface off just to make sure that everything was leveled. Everything looks good and dry now. And I will say that it does look like it is much glossier than it was before. I'm very happy with this, how it's come out. Now the question to answer with this is whether I would recommend Autokcan as a consumer level ceramic coating. I've used CarPro, which is another consumer level ceramic coating, and I've been very happy with that. It also has very good reviews on Amazon. The CarPro ceramic coating that I've been using is right around the $80 to $100 price mark. Autokcan, also with good reviews on Amazon, coming in at the $25 price mark. I think everything you're getting included, that is a really good bang for your buck. They supplied very solid packaging, very high quality pieces within the box. You got your high quality microfiber towels that are edgeless, no tags, very huge props for that. You've got rubber gloves for protection. You've got the applicating pad. I mean, it's all there, everything that you need, and it's all high quality stuff, which I was very impressed with. And you get that with CarPro as well as a lot of other entry-level ceramic coatings for DIYers. Now, would I recommend this for something like your entire car? No. I still believe that there is a very big difference between your consumer-level ceramic coatings, such as these, versus, Ceramic Pro. Which Ceramic Pro, if you're not familiar, it's a higher-level ceramic coating that is only available to registered dealers. So that is not something you can pick up on the consumer level. So from a consumer standpoint, I think these are great for wheels. I think they're great for trim pieces, carbon fiber, maybe even in some interior pieces. Props to those who tackle this kind of stuff with their entire car. Me personally, I just want to leave it up to the professionals. It's just not for me. But yeah, Autokcan, I would say for the price point, you really can't beat it. So far, I'm really happy with everything that came included in the box and how the application process went. I'll see how it holds up over time. They're rated for 2 years. For wheels and stuff that are going to be getting extra debris, you want to apply 2 coats, which I'm going to do in about an hour and a half, which should extend that longevity. And I fully expect, based on what I've seen, to get that. I don't drive this car every single day, so I expect to get my full 2, maybe even 3 years out of the coating. So I would recommend the Autokcan as an option for some DIYers at home that are looking just to add some extra protection. Water wicking capabilities is going to help keep their stuff a little bit glossier and a little bit cleaner over time. And I'm going to leave the link for the Autokcan products down in the description if you guys want to pick it up. Honestly, this is a lot for this price point. 25 bucks to get all this included. Very impressive. And I think the reviews that they have, other than myself, also backs that up. So yeah, that's pretty much my review on the Autokcan ceramic coating. All right, that's gonna sum it up for today. If you guys liked the video, make sure you go ahead and hit that like button and be sure to subscribe to the channel for future content on the M4. As you guys know, I always appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video.